like that choice. We're talking about Giving Tuesday. First comes Black Friday, then Cyber Monday. Next is the day to give back to others, Giving Tuesday. The idea is to take time to donate after two of the biggest shopping days of the year. And joining us to talk about that is CPA Bob Martin, one of our money men. You can increase your tax refund, perhaps. We'll talk to him about that. And also, Houston Area Women's Center CEO Rebecca White is here to tell us about how Hawk, the Houston Area Women's Center, can benefit from some of the donations. I wanted to start out, though, with Bob, talking about something that I teased as we went into the commercial break, and that is that we've been reporting for weeks now about the fiscal cliff and about trying to come up with a solution to the problem of the expiring tax cuts. One of the things that's being put on the table is capping the deduction for donations, which could potentially impact wealthy people who give a lot of money.
Exactly, and what the impact of that could be that some wealthy people will give more in 2012 between now and the end of the year because they are worried about the cap. But anytime there's uncertainty in the tax law, it causes people to slow down their decisions. And so I hope the Congress does come to some decision before the end of the year.
So, Ms. White, how has giving been so far this holiday season for the Houston Area Women's Center?
It's still a little bit early, but it's looking good. There are a variety of ways that people can give to the Houston Area Women's Center. We have certainly online, and Giving Tuesday is a great way to go on. If you're in the shopping mode, we have a catalog of gifts that you can make that will have a real impact in people's lives. And you can see what that impact is. Just like you can shop, we have different price points and different levels of impact and ways to help.
So if people want to take advantage of Giving Tuesday, tell us, if somebody can make a donation, where does the money go at the Houston Area Women's Center? Why do you feel it's so important that people can give, even if it's just a little bit?
Well, the Houston Area Women's Center helps individuals affected by domestic and sexual violence in their efforts to move their lives forward. So we provide counseling, shelter, advocacy to support them in building lives free from the effects of the violence they've suffered. So we have a whole range of programs that serve the women and children and men who are affected by domestic and sexual violence.
It's obviously a very important cause. Bob, we make it one of our goals here to try to watch your money, the people at home, their money, your money sitting on your couch right now. To that end, you can take tax deductions for donating money, right? How much would it save you? Let's say somebody makes $50,000 a year. I mean, does it help them on their tax return to donate some money?
Well, if someone does itemize and they are paying a little bit of tax, it will help them anywhere from 10% of the value of the things they're giving up to 35%. So someone who's in the highest tax bracket, if they give $1,000, they could potentially save $350.
And help people at the same time. Now, here's where it gets tricky. If you're not donating cash, what if you're donating items? I mean, if you donate a piece of furniture, let's say, to the disabled veterans, when they come pick it up, how do you value that?
Well, normally what's used is thrift shop value. In other words, even though you paid $1,000 for that sofa, the value you would use if you donated it to a charity would be what it would sell for example, in a thrift shop. And sometimes people get overly aggressive. And, my response to them is if it were worth that much, you wouldn't be getting rid of it. But, charities do need furniture. They need clothing that's in good condition. And what they can do is, for example, the Salvation Army and other groups actually have guides to give you an idea of what these items might be worth and what you could deduct on your tax return. And we'll have those up on the website.
Rebecca, do you have, I know you have volunteers for your organization, but those volunteers do get some tax breaks as well. I mean, if they run errands, let's say, for the charity, there are tax deductions involved in that, too. I mean, do people ask you about that? Is that involved in the process, or everybody just doesn't care about that?
I think the volunteers that come to us because they want to help, and I don't know that I've ever had anyone
ask. Maybe they don't know that they can do it.
Maybe they're asking their accountant and not their
Well, volunteers can deduct up to 14 cents a mile for the mileage that's directly related to the charitable function, and also some of their out-of-pocket expenses, so definitely keep track of that.
I mean, every little bit helps, and that's why they write those things in the tax code to encourage people to give. So as we head into the holiday season, are you concerned at all about, going back to what I asked at the beginning to Ms. White, Are you concerned at all about what may happen with the taxes in 2013, and that maybe some of your big benefactors, some of the people that really give a lot of money, may be reluctant to give next year?
We're paying attention to everything that's going on in Washington. Some of our funding does come from federal funding sources, so certainly we're definitely paying attention to that.
So that makes it even more important.
It's not the majority of the funding, but it is some of it, and it's certainly important to us being able to deliver on our mission. So yes, we're always concerned. We know, though, that people give for a variety of reasons. Tax deductions is one of them, but there are other reasons too. They give because they want to have an impact and they want to make a difference. And Houston is such a generous community.
And tell us your website again where people can go and make a donation.
It is hawc.org.
Okay, thank you, Ms. White, and thank you, Mr. Martin, for all of your expertise. We're trying to look out for everybody's money. Melissa.